I don't know what's going. I don't. I think we're turned around the wrong way. Hold on. I haven't set his live yet. I can't see you. You're gonna have to turn light on.
No. Oh. Ugh. The things I do for you. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hold on. I'm sending.
I think you froze. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Hello, Miss Teresa. Okay,
Hello.
for those of you who are not real familiar, I'm Purple, and this is my friend Lisa. Lisa is from Alaska, living in Colorado, and we love to tell stories. So I figured we might as well come on here and give somebody a good laugh. Um, so we've got Miss Teresa here in the audience. How you doing, Miss Teresa? So, Lisa, how long did you live in Louisiana? I'm from Louisiana. How long did
Um,
you live in Alaska?
39 years.
39 years. Wow. Oh, my goodness. That's a long time. So, what do
Yeah.
you think your favorite thing was about Alaska?
Hmm. Probably that I could jump in the car and within 5-10 minutes be out of town and I could go blueberry picking or raspberry picking and you would be in the beautiful outdoors. What happened?
Well, I got a message from, I'm trying to keep my camera from flipping over. I'm so new at this that I smell bad. Wow, that's a long time.
And the other thing I really, really, really miss is in the winter time, I miss the northern lights.
I would not miss the winter time. I'm sorry. I don't know how you done it. That absolutely just like freezes me to death to even think about it. Did I
Really?
hear you tell did I hear you tell Crazy that it had gotten as low as like negative 75 or something?
76 below when I was about 16.
Oh my gosh, no. I couldn't handle that. Um, so I lived in Louisiana, and we're so opposite. I think that's why we get along so well, because you love the cold, I love the heat. And so it would be 100 degrees, 100% humidity. Um, it was just wonderful. I loved it.
I hate the heat.
I'm gonna be forced to put my readers on. Hold on.
Man, your hair is getting long.
I know, isn't it? Look, it's my bangs. These are my bangs. And in August, my bangs were up to here. So they have grown this much
That's
since
awesome.
August.
Very cool. Hey Teresa, how you doing?
Are you working tonight, Miss Teresa? Miss Teresa is also our friend. I did an interview with her a while back, and I wish we could bring up more than one person. I'm glad to hear that.
Awesome. So April, do you have any questions about Alaska?
I do. Nicole's trying to get in here, but she don't see where she can type. Miss Teresa, did you have to push on anything in particular to get to the comment box? Hmm. I wonder if she is not, if she, I wonder if she is not, if she hasn't subbed me, if it won't let her write in the comment box.
So there's that little square looking thing with a flower in it. When I
Where do you
touch
see?
at the bottom,
Oh, okay.
I touched that and it said stuff about comments, but I don't know. Box
Let
is
me look.
that must have been where I was talking about. That box is
Let's
the
see. Oh, good Lord, what have I done? Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. She's asking me, and I'm new at this.
what happened? Oh, my cell phone died and it was gone. Hey, it's Liz. It's on. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I was like, come back, come back. It was gone.
Hey, Miss Liz, how you doing? What you up to? Did you change your picture or is it different over here? And have I sent you a sub? Oh, wait a minute. Look at me. You have no subscribers, girl.
Who? Cool. Hey, Liz, did you ever find the rest of the, what was it, Sesame Street makeup or something? I thought it was cute. I can't remember what it was though. Cuz I've been keeping my eyes out in case I see something with Sesame Street, but I could be looking for the wrong thing. It was Sesame Street, right?
Hey, Liz, what do you do if you don't see a comment box um, to write comments in? I
What?
made you a mod, by the way, because you're one of Cooley's badasses. Oh, yay! What happened, Nicole? Welcome.
Woo
That's
woo.
funny. We we got Nicole finally. What did you have to do in case I ever have to tell anybody else? Because I had no clue.
How'd we quit?
Oh, okay. You have to be in the app, not the browser. How much you want to bet that is what's wrong with Miss Kim? Because she said it won't let her come in, and I bet she's on a browser and not on the app. Hmm. Right. She can now. She was on the browser instead of the app, and I bet anything that's what Miss Kim's doing.
April,
What?
you're talking in a foreign language. What is a browser?
Like if you go to Google and type in a question or whatever.
Oh, okay.
No, when was that on tonight?
I seen a commercial about it a couple days ago.
Did I miss it? Well, wait a minute. Of course I missed it. I never watched TV. So, huh. What channel was it on? Was it like on a streaming channel?
I think it was like MTV or something.
Oh, it's in YouTube. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to get that and do something with it. Nicole said that she's starting over with 2.5. And y'all want to hear a funny one? Okay, we don't even know to get 5 and all this. And then I was able to get 15. Well, I go today to get my Libre 3, and they said, "Oh, your Manjaro's ready too." So I go, "Well, what milligram is it?" She goes, "Oh, we can only get 5." You can't just keep knocking people around from 5 to 15. That's not safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I don't know. I'm almost ready just to tell them to put me back on 2.5 and leave me there for a while. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I'm frustrated because I feel like since I'm on 2.5, if nobody else can get it and they have to go down to 2.5 pretty soon, nobody's going to be able to get that either.
Well, 2.5 seems to be the one that and usually 5 that most people can get. I kind of feel the same way. 2.5 was my jam. And my first endocrinologist, she was a very good doctor, but we just kept like moving right along quickly. And I
Odd
I
to
felt like after I left 2.5, it became a struggle. It was just like zip, zip, zip when I was on 2.5. So I don't know. And this endocrinologist said, "You tell me what you want to be on, and I'll put you on it." So,
Hey, Liz, what does the little tool mean?
all is good. See you in 4 months, huh? Is he the one that takes care of your A1C and all that? Is-
Oh, that's cool.
That's your endo? Okay. Yeah, I made all three of you mods. Not that we're having like big issues in here or anything, but you know, you can never have enough mods.
Oh, me and my doggy going.
I see mine on the 11th, I think. You guys want to hear something? Okay. So I had told my endocrinologist that I wanted to see a nutritionist. So she goes, "Okay, I'll send you to one. I'll have them call you." And so one calls me, and this has been almost 3 months ago.
Stop.
And she tells me that she's with the bariatric stuff. And I'm like, bariatric stuff? And I'm like, but I just want to see a nutritionist to make sure that I'm doing my carbs and all that stuff correctly. So I get a phone call today from, I forget the name of the place, but it's basically the people, they call you like if you've had surgery or you're getting ready to have surgery for that. And I thought it was a spam call, so I didn't answer. But then when heard the message, I called back. And basically, it sounds like they're trying to get me to do the bariatric surgery. And I'm like, oh, hell no, not in a million years. It's not happening. So, I'm just like a little put out that I don't know if they're doing it or if my doctor done it. And if I find out she done it, she and I are going to have some words. I don't think I'm big enough to go and have bariatric surgery. I mean, I'm not skinny by any means. Okay. But I don't, to me, bariatric surgery or the sleeve or whatever,
Thank you.
I feel like that should be for someone that's a much larger person, that it's like live or die situation, not somebody that's almost hit their wonder years. I didn't mean wonder years.
Wonderland.
Wonderland, wonder years. Was there like a half hour show called Wonder Years or something?
Yeah,
I know, I know. Have you guys seen my Pokemon ring?
cool.
It's in the shape of a Pokeball. It's almost too big on my finger. I've got arthritis knots and I can still wear it like pretty much on any finger. Oh, I'm sure. And I don't begrudge. Oh, did I get it stuck? I don't begrudge anybody of doing it if that's what they want, but I just don't want to do it. Thank you. I just don't want to do it. I don't feel comfortable doing it. I mean, I could change my mind down the road sometime, but right now, I just feel like, listen, I had 9 surgeries in, like a 3 year period, 4 year period. I just want to just stay home and mind my business. I don't want another surgery. And after listening to the young lady, that come in our live today, that's too much work. I wouldn't do it. I'd be sick all the time.
If it guaranteed that my BGD would be gone, then I would maybe.
Well, your doctor doesn't know what he's talking about, Liz. I have seen a huge transformation in you, and see, the thing is like these doctors get these kickbacks, trips to like countries, and they get cars and they get all kinds of things for getting these people to do it. Um, right. And that's, if you look at the bariatric slash, the whole group, whether it's the sleeve or whatever, 90% of everyone I've spoke to, if not more, had it done and either regretted having it done or regretted it and ended up, whatever the case may be, doing Ozempic or Manjaro or whatever. I just don't see the need for that, you know. Um,
There
so
are
yeah,
a
I
lot of
mean,
people that are on something.
right. I mean, and if people want to do it, I'll support them. That's their choice. It's just I don't think it's for me. Right. I've known a couple people that passed away from it. And was it now Mama says and her friend Suzanne, they seem to be doing pretty good, but like today Suzanne took like I think it was like she couldn't have had more than a bite of food. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Oh, I feel like I'm going to be sick." And she had to go get this pill that they put under your tongue to calm herself down before she could even eat. And it's like, nah, I don't foresee that being in my future. And and then
Did Ogal, was she the one that said she was having problems?
I don't remember if it was old gal Janice or if it was Sabrina. I don't remember who it was. I think it was old gal. She said that she regretted doing it, and that um, if anybody asked her opinion, she would tell them not to do it.
And I understand there are people that are desperate. They've got to get the weight off. and that's going to be the only thing that they feel like
Right.
help.
But it's not as easy as just doing the surgery and your weight's going to fall off. I mean, you heard, what was her name? I forget her name. I don't know why I can't remember her name.
Amanda?
Amanda. You heard Amanda, like, she's eating like an ounce of food and it has to be like baby food, and ugh,
That's just the first few weeks, though.
right. But still, there's more people I think that have issues, and I could be wrong. I'll have to look it up, that have issues with the surgery than people who don't. You just don't always hear about the people that have issues because let's face it, these people that are wanting to sell that surgery, they're not going to put the bad stuff out there.
Don't they have something? It's like a balloon or a golf ball
My
or something.
brother had my brother had a balloon or something done, and then he had this little knot above his belly button
Hmm.
where they could go in if he gained weight or lost weight, and it was like a shoestring, and they could tie it up and make it tighter, or they could loosen it. And within a year or so of doing it, he passed.
Hmm.
Right. I'm just, if I'm not disciplined enough to do this with Manjaro, I will not be disciplined enough. Actually, if I'm not disciplined enough to go off Manjaro and lose 40 pounds, since that's what you're quoting, then I would not be strong enough to do the surgery and follow through, and I would be sick. I would just totally be sick all the time. And it's not worth it to me at my age. If I was younger, yeah, maybe, but at my age, I just want to be healthy. I don't care about my size or my weight. I just want to be healthy you know, and I could screw up a wet dream. So I just can't see me doing it. Nicole, are you still going to do the surgery? Is Nicole and Miss Teresa in here? Or did they leave?
Well, my thing is, all these people have to go in and get all the different testing and all that stuff done before they can even have it. And then they want you to lose so much. Nothing else has worked. So, how am I supposed to lose that weight in order to have that surgery?
Right. And Miss Teresa, you're a nurse. I mean, what is your opinion of it? Your opinion as a person, I know as a nurse you really shouldn't give an opinion, but as a person, not a nurse. What if I started to say, why do I feel like I'm leaning?
Well,
Ugh,
another thing too that I've looked at is I've got BED, the binge eating disorder. If I don't ever get that under control, I will not be successful with that surgery. You
excuse
know,
me.
if I think about food 24/7 and I cannot not think about it and it controls me, I'll never succeed. That's why
Yeah, I know
all
you
the
have to
other
lose the weight so it makes your liver smaller. I don't know. I just don't think it's something that I'd want to do.
Yeah.
My stomach's going. I don't know. It's talking back today. Excuse me. Did Nicole leave? So, I was going to tell something on here. Now I can't remember what it was. Um, we were talking about Louisiana earlier. Right. And then Amanda said that she could only, for like what, how many weeks was it before she had surgery? She could only have 400 calories. How in the heck is someone supposed to survive on that? I mean, I get it helps move your organs around, but still, I mean, you're putting your body into starvation mode. And to me, that's not healthy. I mean, okay, I will be the first one to say that if you watch that show, My 600 Pound Sister, or whatever it is, and if that is what's going to save somebody's life, then I say by all means do it. But when you're a couple 100 pounds or whatever, I just, I just feel like that's just not big enough to go through that craziness. Ugh, I wouldn't survive it. I barely survived getting a colonoscopy done. Had it been any more intense than it was, I wouldn't have survived that. Yeah, that and the fact that I had a whole army of people, you know, um, talking me through it. So, um, let me find it.
Well, my thing is, if I really, really want to lose weight, I could go in and I could have surgery, like plastic surgery, lose my butt, my gut, and my boobs, and I would be skinny.
I got my Freestyle Libre today, and I went to download the app, and it says it's not compatible with my phone. And I don't understand that because when I went into the Play Store, it came up, you know, Freestyle Libre 3. Um, what did it say? I'm trying to remember
Do
what
you
it
have
said.
two different phones?
No. Well, let's see.
Because I was wondering if maybe you tried to download it on your other phone.
Wonder if I could. No, that would be crazy. I seriously, I wonder if I could download it on my tablet, but then I'd have to take my tablet everywhere with me.
Yeah.
Um, I'm probably going to be on it the rest of my life because of the darn autoimmune. It's bouncing my sugar. It's not bouncing it high, but it's high enough they don't want it to go out of control. And then it'll go down, and then it shoots up, and then it goes down. And it seems like when I flare up, it gets worse. So, um, I don't even know how to use this bad boy, but I can't. I guess they're going to have to get me. Really? Uh, does it mess up your readings, Lisa?
Uh-uh.
Have you ever compared it to a finger prick?
Mm-hmm.
You have? Huh. I've
I
heard other people say that, but
What was that thing that? Livongo was what was always off on me because my insurance would say, "Why don't you do the Livongo?" And it would be sometimes 30 points off, but it could be 95 points off.
That's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
Huh. Well, for better or for worse, I have a 3 month supply, and I guess Monday I'm going to have to call the doctor, and they're going to have to order me the reader.
Did you try taking
I
off things you
I
don't?
did take off a lot of things, but I haven't had a chance to try it.
Okay.
So probably when we finish here, I'll try it.
And maybe start or turning it completely off and then turn it back on and then try to see if it would download.
Oh, this says um, 90% humidity limitation, 82 degrees temperature limit. Um, I couldn't use this in Louisiana apparently because it was always hot there. Oh, so you throw these away in your sharp container like you do our shots?
What?
These freestyle libres.
I just throw mine in the trash.
Oh no, it says to I just read that. I know I just read that. Dispose of this product in accordance with all. Oh, it's got a picture of a trash can and it's got a mark through it. So yeah, I think you're supposed to throw it. Um, yeah. So yeah, it has to go in a sharps container. Girl, don't you be doing stuff like that, getting somebody hurt.
Well, the are you talking about the container or the part that goes in your arm?
No, the part that goes in your arm.
Oh, no, I have a water bottle, an empty water bottle that I put all my sharps in that.
What kind of water bottle?
Like something you get at the store to drink your water and then throw away.
No, you can't use stuff like that, girl. It has to be something that is puncture proof, like a laundry soap bottle or a metal can, like from coffee.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can't use the water bottles. They're too thin and a needle could poke through it.
Hmm.
How do you put how do you put your big Manjaro pen in a water bottle?
It fits or not? No, that part don't fit. I just put the lid back on it and then throw it in the trash.
Girl, you can't be doing that.
Well,
Look on the Eli Lilly site or somewhere. They were giving them to you free and they ship them to you.
well, the problem is I've had lots and lots of um the what
They
is it
sent me
called?
this one free.
The sharps containers, but there's nowhere that will take them here.
Yeah, you have a dump.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, when you're done, I think this is what I was told. Right, right. Any place that really is associated with diabetes, like even some pharmacies. I want to say Walgreens used to give it away free. Anyway, I want to say you'd have to call and ask your local dump. Like if you have a Sharps container and you're putting, you know, stuff in it, when it's full, if you would wrap some, heavy duty tape around it,
Hmm.
um, are you allowed to drop it off there? Or you can call your local pharmacy and they will tell you, like a CVS, a Walgreens.
I've called different pharmacies here. I've called doctors' offices, and I've called the hospital, and nobody will take them to dispose of them. And it's like, but you're at the hospital and you got to get rid of yours, so why can't you get rid of mine?
Right. Girl, let me do some Google searching. I'll figure out something. But I'll tell you what I just done. I had to take the lid off, and I think I put the lid on backwards, and I thought it was on. I put it on the right way, and then I thought I had it on backwards. So I take it off, and I put it on what I thought was the correct way, and then it turns out it was the wrong way, and now I can't. Now I can't snap lid to line. Um, do you?
That's
There's
awesome.
somewhere you can take them. I guarantee it. For anyone who doesn't know, this is a sharp container. It's what you use if you have any kind of sharp objects like needles, anything like that. Um,
The
most of us
fire,
is most of us is on like Manjaro. This is my microphone. Manjaro or like the Freestyle Libre and things like this is supposed to go in this container. But don't be silly like me and put the lid on backwards because then you play like heck to get it turned around.
Liz, I called the fire department because years ago they used to have a drop off and they would put it in their incinerator. And then they told me to get a metal coffee can and put sand in it. And then you could bury your needles in it and then throw away the coffee can. But I don't think they even do that anymore.
Aha. Now let's
Oh,
not do this. Let's not do this crazy like again. Okay. What did I do? Obviously, I didn't do something correct. Okay. Press here to lock and dispose. Oh, did I lock it by mistake? Girls, see, when you get old, this is what happened.
oh my Lanta. You sound just like my friend.
Okay, wait a minute. Here we go. You have the sweetest daughter. I just love CJ.
She's a cutie.
Yes, ma'am. She sure is. If she lived closer to me, I'd be taking her to Pokemon with me. I'd be like, come on, CJ, come Pokemon with me and Angie. Now listen, you've got to be smarter than a darn piece of plastic, okay? But I didn't alter anything. All I done was put the lid on the wrong direction. But for some reason, this seems like it does. Okay, see, this should swing. Aw, most people would not agree with her. Most people would be like, mm-mm, she is not nice.
No, you need
I,
to go pick
I,
up CJ and go have facials and your nails done and then go to the movies and
well, we do that too. Um,
you guys have to have a girly day.
so I lost my shit today, and I am so mad over someone putting all that crap on my porch. And I have a feeling I know who it is because there's only one person I know of. If it was somebody from TikTok, there's only one person I know that's like a big Aldi's person.
I still wonder if it got sent to the wrong house.
I didn't lock it. I didn't do anything to it. All I done was put it on here and went around the edge. Oh, she'd have so much fun. Um, ow. I think it come like that. I may have to just leave the lid off and then lock it down, like when it gets full. That hurt. Um,
What'd you
because this
do?
is how it was when I got it.
Things that make you go, hmm.
Yeah, I will just have to leave it here in my office and just lock it down once it gets full. I just pinched my finger. That hurts. Where did excuse me? What happened to Nicole?
I think she's running herself ragged with school and work, and then she's going to have her baby soon.
Huh? She's pregnant?
No, her puppy.
Oh, you said that so serious. You're like, and she's gonna have her baby soon. And I'm like, why didn't y'all tell me she was pregnant? You do?
Oh,
Oh,
no, I was
yippee, that
telling
sounds
her
fun.
the baby was born the other day, and I was like, "Congratulations, Mama."
Right, right.
She's gonna
That's
think
crazy.
I'm telling lies about her,
Wait till I tell her, congratulations, I heard you're pregnant. Lisa said you're pregnant.
and I'm gonna say, "No, I didn't."
I know that. I was like, what? That's crazy.
No,
How
crazy.
long will it be? Like, what is it, 6 or 8 weeks before she can?
I think so.
I would lose my mind trying to wait. I never saw my nephew Nash. He is so big. I swear his paws are like this big now. He's huge. And he went to the vet and went got groomed and um, he said the vet said he'd lost 2 pounds and I said, "You are starving my nephew." I said, "Nash, Auntie Abu will be over there every day to pick you up, take you out to eat." And he looked at me and he's like, hmm. And I said, "I've been plotting because, see, there's a lot of like drive through restaurants and banks, cigarette stores, you name it, that you drive through. And if you've got a dog in the car, they give you good night. Mwah. Love you, Miss Liz." They give you dog treats. And I said, Nash, I've been plotting. I said, I've got 4 or 5 places we can scoot around and get all kinds of free dog treats. And Royal King, they do the same thing. They have a
Oh,
big thing of them.
let's discuss something while we're talking about this, April. One day you were like, oh my gosh, you should see all the pictures of my nephew. And I was so excited, and you kept talking about Nash. And then you get home and you show me the pictures, and it was of a dog.
Okay, so we're all half baked, okay? Love you too. Miss Lisa and Liz is leaving.
Good night, Liz. Sweet dreams. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile.
Have you ever seen Crazy's two dogs? Oh
Yes.
my god, they're adorable. They are so cute. They're huge. They're huge.
Hey, no yawning. It will make me yawn.
Right. There was this restaurant in New Orleans and it was just like literally say I lived here and then there was a couple of little small places and then it started it started the building for this restaurant and they made these hamburgers. Well, I went in there one time and I ordered the guy I was dating at the time. He and I a hamburger combo, with like steak fries.
Yeah.
And I get it back to the house and I take a bite and it's real crunchy and I'm like, that's kind of weird. And so I open up the bun and there was all this cabbage, raw cabbage on my burger. And I was like, what in the world? I said, Jim, somebody made a mistake. They put cabbage on on my hamburger instead of lettuce. And he started laughing. He said, no, that's how the restaurant does it. And now it was a great hamburger as far as meat goes. It was pretty tasty. But I had to end up putting it on a plate and taking a knife and fork and cutting it because it was thick. It was real thick. And I can't, I've got a texture issue or something, and I can't eat super thick meat.
She don't like
But
her meat thick.
that's right. For a Mormon girl, you sure do have a potty mouth.
Hey, sometimes it just comes out.
You cracked me up earlier. You're like, hold on, let me put my fingers in my ears. And then you're like, I'm going to quote. He said, I'm going to quote
I
Crazy
told you I'm
Cooley.
not perfect.
I don't understand putting the fingers in the ear. What's that going to do? I mean, you're still saying it.
But I wasn't hearing it when I was saying it.
Oh, gosh.
Nope, I'm not perfect. So this is just me.
Well, that's okay. God doesn't expect you to be perfect. He expects you to be good.
And I have a very sarcastic husband and son. And I was a good girl when I first met Brian.
Okay, now God doesn't like it when you lie.
My nose ain't growing yet.
Uh,
Hmm. I plead the fifth. But I was just talking about what you were saying, though.
You're funny.
I know I cracked myself up.
You make me cry.
Why? Why am I
Oh
making you
goodness.
cry?
I said, you're making me cry. For some reason my eyeballs are watering.
Don't don't cry. It's okay. I'll send you a hug. It's okay. Hodge, you're in there for the night, babies. Sorry.
I'm gonna bring Hodge and bring him home with me.
Okay.
He's the big white dog, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He's
You'd
a
give
pretty
them.
boy.
You would have him for a day, and then you would say, "No, you need to go back to your mom because he would be doing what your dog does when your hubby's gone."
My dog has always had separation anxiety, but since I quit working and somebody's here with him all the time, it has gotten so much worse. He's like a big old crybaby. To be 90 pounds, he's a crybaby.
What about
I love
getting
him.
him like the calm or something for dogs?
The what?
Calm?
Oh, like those vests or something?
No, there's like it's kind of like CBD oil, but they're like chewies and things like that, and you give them to them and they just relax.
I probably could.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In Colorado, it's legal.
There's a lot of things legal in Colorado that wouldn't be in Indiana. Trust that.
Okay, so I got to tell you, one time I was working at a essential store, and the lady made all kinds of products using oils.
Uh huh.
See, you're getting me yawning. Anyways, this guy came in and he was like, "I would like to buy some CBD stuff," and she made like candy and stuff like that.
Uh huh.
And but she also had stuff for dogs and for cats. And we had to sit there like and make the stuff with tuna or the different ones. Hadri, stop. Or the peanut butter. And the guy was like, "Well, how much is this?" And we told him. He goes, "Well, how much is this for people?" He bought the freaking cat stuff, the tuna, so that he could eat it because it was cheaper.
What was it?
Rainbows and butterflies.
That's what I'm saying. I
It was
just want to know what was added with that tuna. Like, was it dog food or was it,
no, it
you
was
know?
tuna and the CBD oil.
Well, I mean, excuse me. If it was just CBD oil and tuna, what's the difference? I mean,
Well, and some of them was catnip and CBD oil. There was one, it was salmon flavored.
this is how my cats act on catnip. I'd sprinkle it into a box that had like a little lip that went around the side so it wouldn't fall out.
Yeah.
And they'd get in there and they'd roll and they'd tumble and they'd roll and they'd eat it. And this would go on sometimes for a half hour. Then they'd jump out. And now imagine like five badass kitties and they'd be going zoom, 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 zoom. And they would just get the zoomies and run and run and run. And then all of a sudden, you would just see them like slow down, like turtle pace. And then they would sit down and then they'd flop over and they might roll a time or two and then they'd lay there stretched out. And then next thing you know, they're sound asleep. They've knocked themselves out and but they loved it. I'm growing catnip. We've done that a lot of times.
I actually was house sitting for somebody that had a cat, and it had anxiety when their whole family was gone. And so I
Mhm.
went to the store and I got some toys and some little ball like things with little bells in it. And I got a package of catnip. And I was like, cool. And I had never used it before, so I put some down. And they came home a day early and they're like, I think our cat is stoned. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they said, we seen the catnip. And I'm like, isn't that just food for him? And she's like, no. And her cat, swing, swing, swing. I had
Yeah,
no
Lisa
idea.
says, and I missed it.
Yep, I had no idea that's what it was.
Oh my goodness. My cats loved it. Oh, they just go crazy.
Haji, you're not getting out. It's not nighttime. You're not getting out.
Haji, Auntie Abu will come get you. I will rescue you and bring you home with me. Don't listen to your mother. I know Crazy Coolie says, listen to your mother with his bright red lipstick on. But I'm telling you, don't listen to your mama. I'll come and get you.
He says, no, I'm going to sit here and do this. "Ee, ee." And he knows he needs to go night. It's bedtime, boy.
But have you never like went to the bathroom and went to bed, but then had to get up and go?
Not it. No, because I go pee before I go to bed.
But we're talking about a dog. Dogs, although we love them and they're part of the family and they're our children, at the end of the day, they're still a dog. They're still an animal. And sometimes, like my husband will be like, "No, I just took him out. He peed and pooped," and then I'll take him out and he'll pee. Like 10 minutes later, he'll go and pee again and poop 2 or 3 times.
Do you know what his deal is? He wants out of his crate because he wants to run straight down the hallway and jump up on my bed. And it ain't happening.
You should have met up with my husband. You two would be perfect for each other.
165-pound lab doesn't give you much room on a bed to sleep.
He ain't that big, is he?
Yep.
Did you say a 65 pound?
165.
Oh, wow.
He's a big boy. He's been this way. He probably put on 5 pounds that we since we've had him, but he came that way. He was on a farm.
Girl, we got to get him some Manjaro. Put him on a diet.
He's got some definite booty.
Baby's got back.
He's got junk in his trunk.
There you go.
He says, I'm a Barbie Hodge. I like anything in plastic because it tastes fantastic.
I was talking to Crazy one day. I think it was one morning early. And he said, "Do you hear that?" And I said, "Yeah, I thought you fell asleep." No, it was his dog snoring. It was so Oh goodness.
See, and Hodge all of a sudden has decided anything on the counter. Hodge, stop. You're not getting out. Because this the other thing is he wants to go outside and then he starts barking and barking and barking. And there's nothing out there, but he hears anything and everything. And
Well,
now
you're just
Bella
a bad
starts.
mom then. You didn't teach him properly.
He came broken when I got him.
got the Manjaro farts. Teresa, she's got the otsy fotsies.
Who?
You.
I don't
You're
have
no
a
how.
bar.
Your feet don't fit no limb.
I think she's losing it, guys. She's tired and she's losing it.
Listen, take my profile away from me again, and y'all gonna see how bad I can be.
Do you know what
Right.
this is?
Yeah, it's only one of what could be 10.
Well, I was gonna say in stereo. Oh.
Miss Teresa says y'all are crazy folks.
Uh, well, I'm probably gonna jump off here because I'm tired
Right.
and I gotta
I
do.
think I will too.
I gotta do some aerobics in the morning.
Oh my. Bright and early, huh? I might try to do them with you. I don't know. I can get my butt out of bed that early.
You can do it. Anybody can do it. You don't want me to sing to you. It
Okay,
makes you want
let's
to
put it
be
this
in
way. Let's see you
tune.
get your butt out of bed and show up on the screen 9 a.m. Eastern time. Well, that's 11 o'clock my time. So that works out pretty good.
No, 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 no.
I'm taking my shot in a minute. It's after midnight, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my shot. Hopefully, um,
No excuses.
my honey bun has to work today. He's got to be at work at 7, so I've got to get him up about 5, so he has time to drink coffee and everything. And it's already 1:30.
You coffeeholics, man. What would you be doing if there's a shortage?
They better give me extra green stamps because I'd rather drink than eat. So I'll be like, sorry, honey, you're out of luck. You're just, I'm spending all my green stamps on coffee and protein drinks.
What are green stamps?
Don't you remember back in the day, like in the Depression, you had to have like, I guess they were called green stamps or something.
How old do I look? I wasn't back in the Depression.
Oh, my mistake. I thought you said you lived in that era.
Uh huh. Uh huh. She's
They had
delusional.
they had green the rations or green stamps or something. I don't remember what they were called, but like you only got so many, every so often or something. I'm guessing that it was kind of in the form of like food stamps. Do you remember in the day before food stamps was put on a card, they had the paper?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I'm assuming back then it would have been paper. I'm pretty sure they probably didn't have plastic like that.
It might have still been on trees.
Could have been.
That was back when Moby Dick was still a guppy.
You're too funny.
And they had to go back out there and chisel on a rock like Bam Bam and Pebbles and yeah.
Yeah, that very well could be.
You would have been screwed if you had to be back when the cave people were around.
Why you say that?
Here, April, have a rib the size of Texas
Oh,
from the
no.
pterodactyl from the
I wouldn't
pterodactyl
survive.
or something.
No profies and nothing but meat and bones. Sorry. I
And you
wouldn't
got to
survive.
wear a loincloth and a bra like thing made out of fur.
Coconuts.
Oh
Tie them
yeah,
together with strings. Yeah, there you go. Now the what'd you say the bottom part was?
loincloth.
Girl, it better be an awful big cloth if it's gonna cover me. No way, girl. Mm-mm. Oh, let me tell you a story before we go. So I
Where?
had decided that because I had this surgery and it goes all the way up my leg into my stomach and back out. So I couldn't wear the normal, even high cut panties. So I went to Walmart. Now I'm still with crutches and canes and walkers and all that crap. Not crutches, with canes and walkers. So I get on my little cart and I'm zipping around Walmart and I get back there by the underwear section and I stop and they have this rack, that's everything's hanging. And so I'm looking and I said, "Oh, I can't quite reach because it was hard for me to turn because it would pull the muscles." So I kind of turned a little bit and I said, "Oh, I can't reach that." So I backed the cart up a little bit. And so I found I guess you call them booty shorts.
Yeah.
And so I said, "Okay." So I grabbed me like 3 or 4 pairs of those and threw them in the cart. And I took off. And when I did, it was like my cart, the little mobility cart that I was driving, it was like I thought it was getting ready to stall out and quit on me. It just wouldn't hardly budge. And I'm like, "Man, please don't die on me. I'm almost back to I'm like, I'm not that far from the register, you know." And so I go out around these. I mean, these are big racks. Okay, these are like big racks. These are not little bitty racks. These are huge. So I go around this big, huge rack, and I'm on the main aisle back by the, close to the dressing aisles and all that, dressing rooms. And I'm like, crap, this cart's gonna go out on me. And I hear, "Ma'am." So I'm thinking that they're talking to somebody else. So I just keep putting along. And she goes, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I said, "Are you talking to me?" And I just kind of turned my head like that. I'm like, "Are you talking to me?" Now she's directly behind me, so I can't even see her. And she goes, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, I go, "Can I help you with something?" She goes, "You might want to look behind you." And I said, "Look behind me." So I had to I stopped, shut the cart off, and then I had to physically turn, which was really hard, but I managed. And I've got this this huge rack. When I backed up, I somehow caught this rack just right, and I had went around this big rack and up this long distance from the underwear aisle, and I had drug it. And there's these men walking, and they're just a teeing and giggling. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I just put my hand like this on my face, and I was just like, "Oh no, what have I done?" And as people walked past, they thought it was hilarious because I'm like dying of embarrassment. And so they're just cackling and shaking their head. And that lady, she even got tickled, and a couple other employees come along and they're like, "What's going on?" And she goes, "Oh, nothing. I got it under control." I said, "Okay, I'll get it put back over there." She goes, "No, I can do it. It's not too bad to move." And I said, "Are you sure?" Because I said, "I'll back that sucker up around that corner and take it back." She goes, "Oh, no, no. Let's not do that. We might end up with more clothes out in the aisle." And I mean, it was a huge, and I'm like, "No wonder." I said my cart wouldn't go anywhere hardly. And I wonder what was wrong with it. Don't ask me how that happened. That was a freak accident just waiting to happen. I was so embarrassed.
That's
Girl,
one of those that I'm going to be sleeping and I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night and start giggling.
yeah.
Mm. Okay, well, Bella's having an issue, so I got to get off of here.
Okay, girls. I think I'm gonna go too. And you guys have a good night. I love you guys. And thanks for coming over and keeping me company. And I will talk to you later.
All right. Have a good night.
Peace out.
Thanks for letting me on.
You're quite welcome anytime. Good night, Miss Teresa. Love you.